There is a flower in Japan so valuable, a single specimen could buy you an entire estate. It is called the Neophonetia falcata. In Japanese, it was known as Fukiran, the orchid of wealth and nobility. And for centuries, it was one of the most coveted objects in the empire. The story begins in the Edo period, around the 1600s. Japan's feudal lords, the daimyo, were men of war, strategy, and, as it turns out, extraordinary taste. They collected art, swords, ceramics, but their deepest obsession was reserved for a tiny, fragrant flower that grew wild on the mountain cliffs. The Neophonetia falcata is an epiphyte. It clings to the bark of ancient trees and the faces of mossy cliffs, high in the mountains, where the air is wet and the light is thin. Its blooms are small, white to raspberry, and at dusk they release a scent like jasmine, laced with vanilla and coconut. The lords found them intoxicating. But here is where the story turns. Growing the Fukiran was not merely a hobby, it was a privilege, restricted by law to the samurai class. Only warriors were permitted to cultivate them. The orchid became intertwined with Bushido, the way of the warrior. Samurai wore them on their belts as symbols of strength and endurance. And so the lords sent their servants into the mountains. Retainers and samurai alike were dispatched on expeditions that could last weeks, climbing misty trails, scaling cliff faces slick with rain, searching the canopy for a flash of white or pink among the green. A rare variety could change a man's fortune. A gift of a perfect specimen to the right lord could earn you land, title, favor. The rarer the bloom, the greater the prize. Mutations, unusual leaf patterns, unexpected colors, flowers with extra spurs. These were the holy grails of the orchid hunters. Each one was catalogued, named, and ranked by connoisseurs who treated the art of orchid cultivation with the same discipline as calligraphy or swordsmanship. That tradition endures. Today, the Japanese Fukiran Society still registers and ranks these orchids. Membership to grow certain exclusive varieties is by invitation only. And at specialized auctions, a single rare Neophonetia can sell for over $100,000. But the mountains are quieter now. Over 70% of Japan's native orchid species are critically endangered. The cliffs where samurai once climbed are emptier than they have been in centuries. The orchid of wealth and nobility endures, not in the wild, but in the careful hands of those who still understand what the lords always knew, that beauty, this rare, demands devotion.